What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mag. So, of course, this game on Monday night, 8 o'clock kickoff under the lights at St James's Park is our last home game of this season, and what it has been a fantastic season. We've got to say that, the way we have performed this season has been amazing. There's only been three standout teams for me this season: Man City, Arsenal, and ourselves, and we have been absolutely amazing this season. The performances we put in the games, have just been sensational, entertaining football, and I can't wait to see what next season has in store for us. But heading into this game, of course, Liverpool play tonight against Aston Villa at Anfield, and if Liverpool get a result in that game, then we just need one win out of the last two games we have left this season, and we will secure ourselves Champions League football for the first time since the 02-03 season under Sir Bobby Robson, of course, when we were last in the Champions League. Now, I remember them days like they were yesterday, and the young members of the fan base are going to absolutely love European football next season. The aim this season was always to build the foundations for the years ahead. It was never to go out there, and win a cup. Yes, we had a chance this season to win the League Cup, but of course we couldn't get it. But that isn't the last final Newcastle playing. Like I said at the time, there will be more finals. We will be in more finals. So I'm not really disheartened at the end of the day that we lost out on that one, because I know that down the lane we will be in more finals. We will be competing at the top end of the league, and that is all we've ever wanted. We've always just wanted a team that goes out there, pulls on the shirt, and puts in a performance for it, and gets the fans going inside St James's Park and on the road when we play away. And of course, this season the lads have done that. Eddie Howe has done that with his backroom team, and we have been absolutely amazing to watch this season. Going into this game, of course, against Leicester, like I say, if Liverpool pick up a result in their game tonight against Aston Villa, then of course, we'll need just one win out of the two remaining games that we have left, which one is against Leicester on Monday, and then the final game of the season is on the 28th coming up, of course, against Chelsea down at Stamford Bridge. Hopefully, we can secure the Champions League football in this game against Leicester. I do believe it will. I do believe, this game will be a high-scoring game as well, possibly for Newcastle. See out the season in style. And looking at the Leicester team going into this game, Leicester have got quite a few people that will be missing for this game. Sonichu, James Justin, Ryan Bertrand, Vestergaard will all be missing this game. Inacho and Dewsbury Hall will be available for this game. And the referee for this game is going to be Andre Mariner. It's a very swift return for the West Midlands whistler, who hasn't been the greatest this season, let's face it, when he's been officiating Newcastle's games. So we'll have to keep an eye on him in this game on Monday. But it's a quick return from him handling our 4-1 win against Everton. Yes, we might have won 4-1 against Everton, but he didn't officiate the game in a very fair way. And of course, the only other game he's officiated this season was our 2-1 loss down at Anfield back in August. Of course, again, a very controversial game where, of course, Alex seen his goal being ruled off for offside, even though showing on the replay he was in an onside position. But we won't get into that, of course, unless positively as well. You only need to go back to March of 2018 and a 3-0 victory over Southampton to find Mariner's most recent visit to St James's, and when the away team lost. And since then, he has overseen no less than 5 home defeats. Darren England will be on VAR as well. And looking at the stats going into this game, Newcastle, of course, have won 3, drew 1 and lost 1 out of the last 5 games in the Premier League, whilst Leicester coming into this one with only 1 win, 2 draws and 2 losses of course, out their last 5 games in the Premier League. Also, Newcastle attempting to win our 4th successive game against the Foxes in all competitions, something we've not managed since the 1959 season. And of course, our win against Brighton as well, seen us win for the 11th time this season, equaling the total set in the 11-12 season, the 05-06 season, and the 03-04 campaigns. And it's only bettered by the 15 victories of the 02-03 season. Of course, the last time we were in Champions League football, of course, under Sir Bobby Robson. And looking at the Nufc PL all-time top scorers, Callum Wilson is now 38 on the Nufc all-time top goal scorers for the PL. And of course, he's only 3 away from equaling Big Sir Les, of course, who is on 41. And he's still quite a way off getting to Alan Shearer's total of 148. He's 110 away from Alan Shearer's total. But absolutely fantastic season this season for Callum Wilson. He's been banging in the goals. He's on 18 goals now. He's only 2 short of the aim that he set out for at the beginning of the season of 20 goals. So if he can get that, that would be absolutely amazing. But looking at this game, like I say, it's going to be a game that I do believe Newcastle will come away with a pretty high scoring. So I'm going to go with Newcastle to come away from this one against Dean Smith's side, of course, with a 5-0 win against Leicester. I'm going to go with a 5-0 win for Newcastle against Leicester. And of course, another negativity for Leicester, of course, coming into this game is that Dean Smith has a 60% loss ratio against Eddie Howe as well. So massive boosts for us going into this game. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below going into this game, of course, against Leicester. What's your score predictions? Leicester fans, if you're watching as well, let us know your score predictions. You could be going into this game as well against Newcastle on Monday night, already relegated, or depending on results in the Premier League as well, from what I've picked up going into, of course, talking about this match. But let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below. As always, remember, like, share, subscribe to 100% Mags, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, lads.